What's going on, all you Minties? This is the Uncanny Omar from Near Mint Condition, the home of collected editions. And today I get to announce one brand new Marvel Omnibus coming out in October of 2023. So let's get started. This video is sponsored by Marvel Comics, so thank you so much to David Gabriel and the fine folks at Marvel for sending us advance notice of this omnibus coming out later this year. So before going any further, as I always like to remind people to smash that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. We put out videos every day, and this is where you get your breaking news in the world of the Marvel Collected Edition. All right, the book we're going to be talking about today is one from a galaxy far, far away, a long time ago. I think I did that backwards, but that's okay. You get the idea. I am talking about Star Wars. This is one that I remember whenever we did the top 50 most wanted Marvel Omnis, it showed up on that list, surprisingly really high, because there's just so much Star Wars to collect. But coming in October of 2023, it's my pleasure to get to announce Star Wars The High Republic Season 1 Omnibus. So before looking at the content and talking about the stories in here and when they take place, let's take a look at the standard edition cover. Here is your standard edition cover. This is one supplied by Phil Noto, and it shows three of the main characters that you're going to be seeing throughout the series: Keith Trennis and Skier, as well as Avar Kriss. Now that we've looked at the cover, let's talk about the content of the book, what's collected, because I said this was Season 1. So this collects the Star Wars High Republic 1 through 15, Star Wars High Republic Eye of the Storm, and Star Wars The High Republic Trail of Shadows, the 5-issue miniseries. Now, this is the series that kicked off in 2021. There were books, there was manga, I believe, and there were kid books, but these are the Marvel comics that take place in that particular universe. All of this taking place 200 years before the Skywalker saga, as we like to call it, but really it's the Empire coming strong. So, yes, it all takes place I love these type of stories when they take place before then. Some of my favorite stories were the Knights of the Old Republic that came out a couple of years ago. All right, now let's take a look at the direct market cover, and then we'll talk about some of the characters you're going to find in here and some of the creators behind this particular collection. So what we're looking at here is the variant cover. This is one by Ario Anindito, and it showcases more of the characters from this particular series. So you do see Keith Trennis there in the front, you see her old Jedi Master Skier, and you see the telepathic twins there, Tarek and Sarek. And those are just the main cast of this particular era of the comic book. And all of it taking place in the Starlight Beacon, which is a place, it's like a space station where the Jedi hanging out, and then they get a big distress call, and there's big giant bugs that are attacking. And when Keeve actually starts off in this series, she's a Padawan, but she makes this decision at the end of the first issue where it kind of changes her title after that, and you probably know where that's going. So some of the creators behind the scenes here, or behind this particular omnibus, are Kevin Scott, who is the main writer of the series. You have Ario Anindito supplying the internal artwork, as well as Georges Genti. You have Mark Morales, Carl Story, Sean Parsons, some of the inkers here, Rochelle Rosenberg, Carlos Lopez, Annalisa Leone, doing a lot of the coloring in this particular book. And then you have the miniseries, which is a really cool miniseries, The Trail of the Shadows. That's the one that's kind of like a murder mystery whodunit, and the Jedi have to go in there and investigate. That one's written by Daniel Jose Older, and the pencils there are done by David Watcher. Now, I mentioned Season 1, and that's because I think they stated that they wanted to do this story arc in 3 different seasons. So hopefully we will see more, I guess, depending on the sales or pre-orders of this book. So yes, don't forget to pre-order this omnibus. Let us know which cover you're going to pick up. If you read the stories, what you think of the stories, what your favorite Star Wars book is, and what you would love to see collected in omnibus edition that has not come out yet. Leave those comments down below. Smash that like button. Thank you again to David Gabriel and the folks at Marvel. Everyone, stay healthy and safe out there. Much love.